Here we go.
Here we go. Okay. So you're opening. Hold on. I gotta remember my line. Part seasonal happy hour, part forecast, part editor's letter. Okay.
What's it called? I'm just kidding.
I'm like, we are not gonna get through this first part.
All
Okay,
right.
go ahead. 3, 2, 1, go.
Welcome to Calendar Girls with Kim and Tess.
It is. Jesus.
Okay.
Part-
She thought I was going to mess up. I didn't.
It is. I can't even. Part seasonal happy hour, part forecasting, part editor's letter.
Sure is.
You had another line.
No.
Okay, we're scratching this intro because it is just not working.
It's too much.
We've been going back and forth. You would think we just don't know how to
Well,
read.
okay, Vogue meets an editor's letter.
That wasn't even it! It was meets wine night.
Oh, yeah. Vogue meets a wine night.
With tons of planning.
tons of planning.
Oh, see? We did it.
Yeah.
Jinx. Anyway,
If
welcome.
you caught any of that, welcome.
I mean, here we are. You're probably wondering what this is. We're doing a podcast.
We're wondering what this is.
We are kind of figuring it out as we go, which I think you just have to give us some grace this time around because this is our first time speaking long form to the camera, and I don't think we ever envisioned we'd be doing a podcast.
Absolutely not.
But everybody was talking about it, and it kept coming up in our comments, and we kept seeing it, and I remember it was like, I don't even know, maybe when Meg Ryan Fall last year kind of first popped off, and everyone was like, would love to see this in a podcast form, and I was like, how would you even do that? Like, I liked the idea, but I was like, oh, that's like so out of our wheelhouse at the time.
At the time, it definitely was.
Because
it might still be.
I think
But
you
we're
let
giving
us
it
know.
a whirl.
You let us know. But we definitely were like, okay, I like the idea of like long form conversation. And I actually thought about it earlier when we were kind of like planning out how this would go. And I thought to myself, this is really like a need in our content because nothing hits this
But
box.
realistically, this would be what we would do without a microphone.
Exactly.
Like, we just sit and we talk and we plan and we strategize and we talk about what we're excited about and what's to come and how we're feeling.
And we actually, too, off of like Meg Ryan Fall and the Gilmore Girls series and all of our different seasonal series, we were always wondering, okay, how do we take it from it being about these characters to 100% to also like
Bringing us into it.
Yeah, like our thoughts, because obviously it's through, we are the vessel that then it's through their lens. But this makes so much sense.
Which is so fun.
Yeah, and we've always been, the whole point of like the Calendar Girls kind of editorial theme is we've always been, we joked on like a editorial calendar, like a magazine's calendar, because they're like months and months in advance. Like you get done with one season and you're already 10 steps ahead into the next.
And not necessarily, the season isn't necessarily done. It's just
Exactly.
we're done.
We're done and we've been done. Because we start earlier. So we thought it was only natural.
Yeah, we just have these, it's just could be that one thing that triggers the shift.
Yeah.
Like, we've had unseasonably cool weather lately. I mean, some still traditionally hot days, but even this week, it's going to be cool all week. Like 60s
and
are the highs.
Too, yeah.
Right, and so, you know, for me, I don't know about you, but once the brain makes the shift, and it could be as simple as a cool morning and a cool evening, and I'm like, oh, wow, I'm ready. I'm done. Bye, summer. And I love summer. I love all the seasons.
Well, that's the thing. And I think people think when we skip off of seasons so quickly that we're not, like, enjoying it. We just enjoy it so much that we enjoy it early because we're so excited for it. So then when it's done, it's like, okay, well, we're ready to be excited about the next thing. And
don't you just love, like, the fresh, the renewal, the refresh you get from doing, like, introducing a new season, sliding into a new season. I feel like I couldn't live in a climate that was the same all year long. It'd just be too stagnant for me.
No, we've always said we're like not Florida people because of that. I'm like, I don't know.
Nothing against Florida.
Nothing
people. It's
against
just
Florida.
not us.
Nothing against Florida. It's just we couldn't be like in perpetual anything. Even if it was perpetual fall, we couldn't do that.
No.
But I also wonder with so many people, like one of my siblings was very like, I'm not ready to start leaning into fall yet. And we were like really trying to
we tried to get my daughter Emma to watch a spooky movie last
We were
night.
like,
She was
"Oh my
not
God."
having it, even though it's her favorite.
Yeah, she's like, I'm not ready. You guys are crazy.
We
were
accepted
like,
it.
Fair.
Begrudgingly.
Exactly. But I wonder, with people who aren't as ahead of the curve as we are, when they go into stores and they're decorating for fall or they're pulling this stuff out, like, we're always ahead of the stores. So when the stores pull it out, we're like, finally! Like, it took you forever.
Well, I think for
But do they,
certain
like,
things.
get kind of like, oh, I'm sad they're putting it out so early. Like, that's such a joy for me that I'm
Yeah,
like, yes.
I wouldn't agree with that in every way, though, because
Well, the back
for
to
me,
school
at
you've always
Fourth-
had a thing about.
the back
yeah.
to school right after 4th of July just sends me over the edge.
That one is egregious,
As a mother, I was never ready to think about sending you back.
though. Well, wasn't it
At
before
4th of July, right after 4th of July, we just started summer. We live in
They put it out
Ohio.
in June though this year because we just had come back from Q and you're like, you're not going to believe it. 'Cause
They
that
were
was still
starting
in
the
York.
transition.
Yeah, that's.
But
crazy.
it was just really frustrating as a mother too because, we don't get the weather.
no. You're like, my kids are just starting
we
summer.
haven't been in the pool or the lake or done any of the things. It's all just beginning in July.
Oh, I think that is the one. I mean, we love back to school season now as adults.
Oh yeah.
because
Well,
it's
I
very-
got my back to school. My college girl just went back last week. My last one, and I got her a box of crayons.
Oh,
Yeah,
There's just
you just
something
have to
about
smell
it.
that box of
Oh,
crayons. I don't
God.
know. It's nostalgic.
well, even when I
Yes, it was 50 cents, but it's a thought that counts.
Wow, even with inflation, that's shocking.
Yeah.
Okay. Crayons are not affected. Well, even when I was putting together, which you will see me referencing for the people watching at home, a bit of a rundown of what we're talking about in case we get too off on a tangent in one direction, which can and will happen.
Likely.
That when I was doing it, I was highlighting some parts for me and my mom, and when I was adding the colors to the text, I was like, what is the hex code for cerulean? Because when I was in kindergarten, I got my first box of crayons. It was just like a 12-pack, and they had cerulean in there, and I colored with it, and it was just took my breath away. And I was like, and this forever
became
shall
your
be my
signature color.
Yeah, literally. Oh, please hold. Wilma wants to go into her room. We've closed her out because you don't need to see my bathroom. See ya. Ah. What were we saying?
It's just about the
Crayons?
crayons. We
Yeah.
need to move on.
We need to move on.
As interesting as that topic
It's
is.
really not, yeah. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, so what's happening now? Here's I guess the overview, the breakdown of what this is going to be. If you didn't already get the gist, is since we're so ahead of this curve on seasons and we're so seasonally oriented, we figured this would be, like we said, forecasting a bit of what we're excited about, what we'd recommend to you, all the things you know and love from our seasonal series, except our own personal suggestions apart from anything else.
Almost like a behind the scenes.
Yeah, and it's like if you're also kind of crazy like us with this kind of stuff, then you're probably looking for
Right on
similar
board.
things and on the same page. So now it's like, here's what we're doing and here's what you can do too. So what's happening right now that we're excited about? Yes, again, the temperatures are dropping.
Well, definitely the weather.
Well, we've started also, because of that, obviously, turning the spaces over. And it's like, I think people think when we're so ahead of time that we're just you snap your fingers and the whole space is seasonally decorated, and we're
Not true.
It's not, we're that.
I
not
mean,
that
I think
crazy.
it's a slow roll, but it just feels, again, it's the refresh.
Yeah.
It's like fashion. So you've worn the same clothing all summer, and you loved it when it was time to wear it, and you enjoyed it, and you wore the heck out of it, and then you're so sick of putting on the same things. Well, it's the same thing.
yeah.
When I refreshed the house for the summer, we lived by the lake, everything was bright, and lots of blues, and,
Green, too. You're really big on the green.
so refreshing. But then, you're not craving that in the fall. And also, I was just tired of looking at it. And the easiest things, I feel, without breaking the budget, are swapping out pillows and throws and changing fabrics and textures
Well, it makes
from
it's such a
summer
small thing, but it makes such a big
seasonally.
difference.
Oh, yeah. And
Yeah.
then, of course, we're huge on scents.
Oh, like we said, what was the little thing? We said we're big on scents, sounds, and
tastes.
Yeah, and
Well,
that is
we're big foodies. We
Yeah.
love food. Our days begin and end thinking about what we're eating, for
Which
sure.
we do. I mean, that was a huge piece of fall too. Like the minute that we woke up and we're like, it's time for fall, we were like, okay, we're done with all of
Yeah,
the
where's the
light,
beef
summery
stroganoff?
recipes. Yeah, we need like thick, hearty pizza. I mean, I say that like.
Well,
we eat
Emma's
pizza
been
pasta all the
begging
time.
for the butternut squash pizza. It's not here yet.
Well,
Hold your breath.
and I'm sure you could do it if you wanted to, but a pro tip,
we
because
don't.
it is one of our favorite fall recipes.
You could do it.
we
They are
used
in
to
the
do it.
store.
Yeah.
We did.
The idea is you take an actual butternut squash and you cube it, and then you roast the butternut squash with a bunch of spices and things like that, and that becomes kind of like one of the final pieces on top
Which
of
is
the pizza.
super easy if you buy the butternut squash already peeled and cubed.
Yeah, because the first time around we didn't do that, and I'm surprised. one of
Peeling
us
a
didn't
butternut
use a finger.
squash is like peeling your fingernails back.
That's really vivid.
That's how I feel.
I felt that. Well, I'm pretty positive I was the one cutting it.
It's tough.
We put it in
It's
the
thick.
microwave.
It
for
takes forever.
Oh no, it was. I mean, it was worth it at the end because the pizza was
Oh
great.
yeah. Well,
But
yeah,
when
we love butternut squash.
you
We just
came
don't
back-
like the process.
No, what was it? Whole Foods had it, or Heinen's?
Well, our local grocery store.
Yeah, and they had the pre-cubed, and we were like, thank God, because it was one of those like we have a saying: if a recipe, you will really know if a recipe is worth it if it's worth the price of admission in a way. Like we have a ton of recipes that some are super simple and super easy, and others are a labor of love. But if it's tasty enough, we will do it. No questions asked. And this was one of those
Or
pizzas
if there's
where we're like,
no great substitute, if like that way, the process way is the only way. But if
to
there's
get that in
a
product.
great substitute, less is more.
Yeah, and we used to be like, especially with like making the homemade gluten-free stuff, which we still make homemade gluten-free pizza every time, but they have great substitutes for gluten-free fresh pasta. We're not like we used
I still
to
think
do all
our
of it.
gnocchi homemade
It
is
is
better
better.
than
It is
anything we
better.
can buy.
If we have the energy to do it and it is the best option, we'll still do it.
Of
But
course.
if there's something else out there, like we're not gonna kill ourselves.
Well, and it's fun to take on a project sometimes.
we love doing that.
the process.
Yeah.
But then there's other times you want that pizza. You want that. Well, we always do the pizza.
yeah, the pizza is like an
But
everlasting
yeah.
thing.
But you know, you want it. You want that flavor. But if you can get it,
Oh, with half the
out of a
effort.
jar. Like, for example, Ina Garten's spaghetti and meatballs. This
Yes.
is a classic recipe. Her real spaghetti and meatballs. That's the actual name of the
It's
recipe.
literally one of our
But she
all-time
makes her own
favorites.
sauce. But she'll be the first one to tell you that if you get a really good jar of sauce, we advocate for Rayo's. So does she, I believe.
100%, yeah.
Then you can just skip that step unless you're really in the mood to make marinara sauce,
Which
which is
the
fine.
moment may arrive. Like we love making homemade chicken stock. Obviously, it is a bit of a it's like a budget move. It's a time saver move. After a while, like doing the act of making chicken stock is it takes time and you have
I
to
think
be
it's
there.
a budget
But
move.
well, no, because you don't have to buy boxes of chicken stock after a while, right?
Still not a budget move.
You don't think so?
No. Costs a lot to buy those chickens. Not a lot, but
How much
same
is chicken
same
s-
diff. But it tastes way better, and that's the point.
Okay, so I guess so here's the thing. I'm realizing in this moment that I kind of want it, because I do have ingredients transparently to make chicken stock in my fridge right now, and I was telling myself in the store that it actually would save me money. I realized I was gaslighting myself. But where I was right in that is that it's better.
Well,
it evens out.
there's no substitute. A box isn't even close. I mean, to
Normal,
the flavor.
to homemade. Oh my god.
Not even close.
When we make this chicken stock, we would like be ladling it into the
Oh, my
quart
son
containers.
drinks it out of a coffee
Well, that's
cup.
what I was gonna.
It's a treat.
Oh my god! It's like it's liquid gold at the end of the process. You
Yeah.
take a whole.
And
coffee cup and just-
To that point, though, there's certain recipes that call for chicken stock where I wouldn't waste my homemade chicken stock in
Well,
it.
it's just like putting good wine in a recipe. Like, don't waste your good
No.
wine.
I
Don't
mean,
waste your wine.
if it's a chicken broth forward recipe, like an excellent soup or whatever, definitely.
Yeah.
If it's just like a sub ingredient, use the box.
Yeah, 100%.
I advocate for the box.
Because if you know you're gonna taste it and it's like the star of the show to the recipe, like for example, you're making a soup, then use the homemade chicken stock. Duh.
okay,
but
I just said that.
What?
I did, just said that.
I am so sorry. I was actually thinking about whether or not your audio was still recording, so I really wasn't listening a second ago.
Okay.
Okay, so we're on the same page, and I will make sure. Yeah, we're good. Sorry about that, y'all. Well, you can I'm like, and you know what? Also, a soup. And you're like,
Said
yeah.
that. Been there, done that.
So I second that is what I was
Are
gonna
we
say.
getting off track? We like to talk about food. If you didn't notice,
Well, I think
it
that's
is a
kind
passion
of
of
the
ours.
point. Yeah. Okay. Da 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 da. Oh, we were gonna talk about how on the topic of, and this is such a side note, it's not a full thing, but on the topic of turning over your spaces, like pillow covers, whatever, and I will say I influence
Are you
mom.
obsession?
Oh, I found them. So they're West Elm pillow covers. I found them. I had them in
It's
Brooklyn,
Nicole.
so I've had them for a couple
What
years.
is Sicac?
Yeah, it's on West Elm. They're the embroidered pillow covers that basically are a vision of different
Seasons.
So like I have the New York kind of like brownstones with people trick or treating in front of them on my pillow right now for my fall pillow. There's a more like suburban version which my mom just ordered.
Right, like a neighborhoody, like.
But they're like. It was I knew they were up my alley. I didn't know if they were going to be.
Well,
up
so
mom's.
I'm a more
Like
Tess
minimal.
likes a very eclectic environment.
Mm-hmm.
I like to have things around me that are meaningful, but my space is
Well, it's
definitely
pared down.
more pared down, more modern, traditional. And I was trying to figure out because also in your space, I feel like when things move you or just like you can't wait to pull it out season after season, then it definitely needs to be a part of the environment, whether it's
Yeah.
like traditionally you or not. And
Well, it'll fit.
when
if
we
it's something
moved you
like.
in and you pulled out, I put that pillow cover on your pillow, I was like, I have to have that. But I can't have the New York one because even though I love New York,
Of course, and
it
you have
doesn't
such a
speak
connection
to
to it.
me the way like the neighborhood trick or treat scene does. And then she came out with one.
Which we were
And
like,
there's
oh,
a Macy's parade, which is so meaningful to
I
our
need to get
family.
that one. Yeah.
Every Thanksgiving morning, never miss the Macy's
Arguably,
parade.
outside of going to my mom's best friend, our family friends, aunt and uncle by, every meaning of the word. Aside from that, which is amazing, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade throughout my entire life, I'll say, was my favorite part.
Well, in the dog show.
I was going to
let's
say,
be real.
and you follow that with the dog show, and the stragglers kind of leave, which are like my younger siblings, youngest, all of them are younger. But you've got me and my sister and my dad, and like my mom for like a couple minutes before she actually has things to do.
Yeah, I'm not a dog show person.
But we love, like, me and Emma and Dad will sit and just be like, oh my god, the hound group, get ready. Guys, it's the working group, get ready. But it's like, back to the pillows, essentially, we love things like that when you pull them out of storage, like no matter how big or small your seasonal holiday decor might lean, having things like that you're like, yes, it's time, this is like the moment in an item. Why, like, of course, maybe it's not perfectly going to fit your decor, but like, it's the little things, and it's like these small pleasures in life that really matter, and we have just gotten so much joy out of these. So we urge you to go to West Elm
and
take a peek because the egg hunt and the Macy's Day Parade and the beach
the egg
scene
hunt.
are next. It is like
I get it.
gorge. So not to get into Easter because that will be a season, which also we didn't mention. We had gotten a question about hosting for Thanksgiving because I had asked you guys on our socials if you had any questions for us because we were filming something fun. And this is it. And someone had said that they were hosting Thanksgiving this year and they wanted tips from us. And two things. Firstly, we will be doing a Thanksgiving micro season episode because this isn't just you're going to hear from us spring, summer, fall, winter. You're going to hear from us for all of the little things we're excited about. But so that's coming is the first point. The second point is that this actually rings pretty true to us this year, and we will have a lot to say because
I don't know. What were you talking about?
Thanks. What did you?
No, I know. Well, I don't know where
I'm
you're
saying
going with
that we potentially this year
We
will
may be
also
hosting,
things.
but
we've never done it.
we're a little nervous. Well, we being me, because
Yes.
my mother always did Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And then when my father passed away, on
Keep
Thanksgiving, we started doing Thanksgiving differently. And we've been going to our friend's house.
every year since
Yeah. Our very best friends who are like family for
Same.
years.
I mean, what, at least 6 years, right? Probably more than that.
Yeah. So I've never actually really hosted Thanksgiving. Not that I'm opposed to it because I love functions and holidays and the whole nine yards. We just
But,
haven't done it. But
and
that
she
doesn't
also
mean we
hosts
wouldn't
a
do
lot.
it well. But I don't know if we can do it as well as Aunt Cindy.
No,
We might need some guidance.
Aunt Cindy has this otherworldly power to make every single object that the light touches in her space when she's entertaining to be the most beautiful, well thought out, down to the minute detail perfection. And I'd like to say, are similar in that.
Oh, we
but
care deeply about it. Our house is just a lot crazier.
It's
There's a
very
lot more of
chaotic.
us, and a lot more of us around a lot of the time. And just pulling off that is a little bit trickier on our end.
Yeah, and as much as we would like to be as detail oriented, sometimes it's just not in the cards, and we have to sit back and be like, you know what? Not meant to be. Not meant to be. But point being,
That reminds me of. So Tess always likes to have a Halloween themed birthday. Her birthday's September, mid-September,
So glad you're talking about this, yes.
and she always has. We've done a million Harry Potter birthdays, and anyway, we had started Moments, and we were doing. I don't even remember what was the theme that year
In 2020.
when we did the human rib
Oh
cage.
God, that was so. We've done an Addams Family theme. We've done a witchy woman theme. We've done a haunted house theme. That was our haunted house version. We've done, like she said, a million Harry Potters. I mean, we went to a haunted house one year. Like, this all started when I was 15, and before then I was like, Jonas Brothers, and then I was like, now for my real self. But that year it was we were trying to make like a haunted mansion type vibe.
Yeah, and so we got this great cookbook that was all about celebrations. David Burtka or something.
You're gonna name drop him and then just like flame the recipes right now.
Well, no, he's obviously a lot more gifted than we are because his recipes were way more complicated than we signed up
We're
for.
very used to Ina Garten recipes.
Yeah, that's just our jam.
And
I mean,
we spell it out for us, is what we're saying.
yeah.
We
Well,
spelled it out.
less is more. Let's
Yeah.
just do it well and do it right and do it less.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, it was huge project.
Oh my God. And we thought, like, we at that point in 2020 were cooking every night together. We're not inexperienced cooks. Mom's been cooking forever. I was learning really fast off of her. And then when we got around to making these recipes, we're like, okay, we're going to make an appetizer, a main,
It was
and a dessert.
over-ambitious. Let's be real.
And we did read it through. If you want to see our like archived old
It's hysterical.
posts, our website, they're still up, and you can search birthday, and I'm sure you'll see it on there. But essentially, we read over the recipes, but in the post where we were recalling the party, it was more of a warning, beware, like, please, like, you should be afraid.
Take
when
a
you see
different
this.
path.
Yeah, like, I learned from our mistakes, because we had, like, blood dumplings. So we made dumplings, homemade dumplings. This is all in the same evening.
Honestly.
We did not prepare anything ahead of time.
No.
Dumplings with the filling ahead of time. We made ribs with homemade barbecue. Why we didn't just buy, I don't know. We were so ambitious. And
Well,
then
it was the recipe.
we
following
had
it.
spider
The
parfaits.
ribs looked like we lined them up on.
Because it was for like,
It's supposed to be a rib cage.
so you had to rip off half
It
the
was-
meat. Wait, do you remember that
What?
we put the excess rib meat in a bowl? Because we
know
didn't
what
want
to do
to
with
be
it.
wasteful, and we had like tongs, and we were going around with our family members around the table, which is just our immediate family.
First of
so
all, it
don't worry.
was delicious.
But the
Never
idea
again.
of us taking loose rib
Right,
meat and
okay,
imagine
okay.
plopping it
No.
onto someone's plate.
It was foul.
They were such good sports about it.
They are. Our family, yes.
We were like so over it. Like, if we had gotten a single critique from any of them, even though they were the ones having to eat this, like, it was still good. It was all delicious. It just took us ages.
Oh yeah, the dumplings were fabulous.
They were great.
Oh,
Everything
and
was
the
good.
pumpkin parfaits at the end.
Oh.
with the spider-shaped cookies
Listen,
in them.
they were good.
Now you're getting the idea.
Everything was good. The ribs, I wouldn't make that same way again. But everything was good. It was a great picture. We will
We were
probably
exhausted.
never make them all in the same evening again. But,
I
word
actually-
to the wise.
Just yesterday. I can't. I just can't go there.
Honestly,
with those
I
recipes.
understand the PTSD. We're just not those kind of people. Like
No.
we just can't. I don't know. One recipe that's really ambitious every once in a while, sure. But I would like to
and
enjoy
those
the
recipes
experience.
pay off, like the 4-hour meat sauce that we're going to share soon.
Yes, that's gonna be up there.
It is not a 4-hour meat sauce. It's a 6-hour meat sauce if you're real about it. But it
So
is
why do
worth
they label it as
every
4 hours?
well, it cooks for 4 hours, but then there's all this time like prepping stuff ahead, et cetera, et cetera. But it is so worth it. I would make it 1,000 times over. It is the best meat sauce I have ever had. And I make it myself, so that's even more rewarding.
100%. I literally also
Kitty,
never.
what's up? You're so anxious.
I never clicked record on my own audio, so that's gonna be fun. Sorry for now the fact that my audio's kicking in now. I will.
Wait, we haven't heard anything you said?
No, you're gonna be hearing it off of you, but you're not gonna be hearing it on my mic. Like I said, it's the first
maiden
time.
voyage.
It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
All right, so let's get back on track.
Yes. Let me hold on. Wilma's dying to get her a chair. I know. I know.
Oh, she just wants to be with the girls. Is that it?
That's what she wants.
She's bossy.
Yeah. Anyway, it's the first episode, guys. We're dealing with it. It's fine. Did I get Mom perfectly set up? Yes, I did. Did I get me? No, I did not. But I got 2 sources of audio right here. It is just going to be a little wonky. Anyway, next. All right. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, yeah. So now, which...
Just had a loop back there.
A loop? Oh, if my hair was looping?
Yes.
It does that. The dilemma that I have been experiencing is, which also correlates to this point, is in every season, obviously, you turn over your clothes to reflect the new season. Now, your girl's been on a budget for a hot minute. And in turning over my closet, I realized I have groups of a lot of clothes. And then
Too many? Way.
here's the thing. They're bulky. Bulky clothing. And the point here is that I have a lot of sweaters, and I have a lot of denim, and I have a lot of jackets and coats. But a lot of these things, which you'll realize if you want to go through there, you can, because
No, thank you.
most of them are hand-me-downs from you-know-who. So if she didn't get rid of her clothes every season as someone else hangs on to them or accepts them from her, which you're telling yourself, well, Tess, maybe you have so many shoes because half of them are Kim's, or maybe you have so many sweaters because half of them are Kim's. Yeah, and I hang on to them because they're nice. Needless to say, I'm going through and turning over my closet and realizing that most of what I own is at least 2 years old, and that's at least, at the youngest. And so we will be making an effort to really be...
I'll help with that. I love the purge, especially when it's not my own stuff.
Actually, I think I will be asking for your help because I'm not this time just looking for what is in good condition. I also, in my 28th year of life, want it to be flattering.
A side note, like 2 years on something that is timeless is nothing. I have had pieces that I wear over and over, and I'm happy to wear them because they're just fabulous. And, you know, if you buy something nice and it lasts and you feel good in it, it's all good.
Yeah.
And of course we all buy things on trend, you know, in the seasons or whatever. And those are the things I feel like are more... disposable is the wrong word, but they 2 years is a long time for something like that. Yeah.
Well, I have so many things of yours, of mine, that were more of like an investment piece that I have and will continue to have for forever. Leather jackets, really nice coats, really nice sweaters.
Classic jeans,
great denim.
broken in jean jackets.
Oh my God, shoes that either Mom handed me down or I got that I have no intention of leaving my closet.
Oh
for
no,
many,
shoes.
many
If you
years.
take care of those.
Oh yeah.
Great shoes go
But
the distance.
it's the little things in between that maybe I filled in on my own, or maybe, it was a Christmas gift or a birthday gift from God knows how long ago that was not like an
Or just a
investment
mood that
piece.
struck that should have passed.
Well, and also,
it should
like-
have passed. The product should pass with it.
Jesus. Well, also, too, you can have a whole closet of things that you like, but there's so many areas that I think kind of could fly under the radar between, well, what colors actually look good on me? I figured that out. But then it's like, okay, what silhouettes look good? What fabrics look good? Like, these are the things I really want to, like, get in with a fine-tooth comb and be like, okay.
And these are the things you know at 60.
Exactly. So now that's why I'll be pulling her in, and it could be a fun video to, like, document just the intense process, because that's kind of what it was like, at least when we were unpacking all of my glassware, except I think Mom was very proud that I had so much.
Well,
and scared.
There's certain things that, even though I'm a minimalist,
you're maximalist.
Not with glasses.
No, with a lot of, like, entertaining type things, too. I feel like any good hostess would have, a bit of a
variety.
Backup. Yeah, variety of things that, you could use for many different seasons and needs.
But
and
back to fashion.
Yes.
I really think I'm more of a capsule wardrobe kind of girl, and then I like to add, like, the seasonal color, something new seasonally. And I also, like, when we go to New York, I love to have that one thing in mind that I want. I'm in search of.
Ah, yes.
The thing that needs to fit in, that I know will fit in forever, that I don't have, that I've been wanting, whether it's a bag or a jacket or a beautiful scarf or something that is just missing from the mix. And for me, that's fun. I don't need a ton of everything. I just need, like, the perfect sling bag, the greatest loafer, great belts, obviously great jeans.
Yes.
But, again, the jeans. I wear my jeans year after year. If it's the right jean, it's the right jean.
Jeans. They are literally the one thing, that and button-ups, I'm convinced, will never, ever, ever not be fashionable, not be in style.
This season, low-rise is back in, and I love low-rise jeans. Not like the super low-rise, that were...
Like of the early 2000s.
No. But, like, I love a low-rise jean.
Oh, same.
I love... And it's back in, and... I'm
just
excited
like
to get that. But that's the thing about jeans. Like, you have your classic jeans that are broken in, or your dress jeans that, you just feel like you have the one pair of 70s shaped jeans that you look fabulous in. They look great with the heel. Yes. So.
Well, you would think, even with my collection of all the jeans I have, that I would not have holes. There are still, like, I want this pair of jeans I'm wearing in a more medium wash. Like, I need more low-rise, kind of loose-fitting, but for a sneaker. Low-rise you could wear with a heel. Like, it is, denim is like
jeans obsessed, though.
Denim is like a haircut, or it's like a hairstyle. Like, there's so many, you could do a braid, you could do a high pony, a mid pony. Like, there are so many instances where I'm like, oh, I wouldn't wear this pair of jeans, but I want to wear this pair of heel. But I want to wear this loafer. And I just actually, the one pair of jeans that I wore in the Meg Ryan fall styling, just like outfit video, are a pair of mom jeans. I didn't realize that was the cut until I went to link them on our stuff for people to find. I didn't know they were mom jeans. Never would have thought this would be a flattering cut on me. And I love them. So I'm like, well, now I gotta get more mom jeans.
Yeah, well, if you love them, you love them.
Well, that's the thing, and there's never too much. But that, I think, would be our takeaway also for... Oh, and you also... I was going to say our takeaway for styling for this upcoming season, but Mom has been hammering the fact that cherry red is the color of the moment. And if you're not on that, you gotta get on it.
Black cherry is the color of the moment, but red is so seasonal right now. So whatever your version of red is, black cherry is the trending color, and it's just beautiful. It's a deep blue, fabulous red.
Yeah, I am so
whether it's on your
excited
lip
pieces.
or on a sweater, in a boot, a bag.
Well,
I'm excited about that. I'm definitely adding that
Oh, yeah.
this fall because I don't have anything.
I
in
think
that color.
anything red that I see is going to be my first purchase. I'm, like, about to make that my, just, like, character color. Like,
Yeah.
I need it. And I think, actually, the cherry red lipstick that I have that is black cherry red, is that black tie lipstick from the one I'm applying on my lips and on my eyelashes video that everyone asked me about, but it was, you got it for me for Christmas, and it was their holiday collection, and it was seasonal, and they don't sell black tie individually.
Who was it by?
Merit.
Oh, okay.
So she had gotten me.
Oh, it was like a set.
It was a set.
Yeah, I remember.
And they don't sell it individually, and I am lamenting it, as is everyone else, because I do wear it in the winter pretty exclusively. But every time I wear it, everyone's like, "What is it?" I'm like, "I'm so sorry." Like,
Tess loves Merit too.
Oh yeah,
and that's the difference between the two of us too. And you would think it would be opposite because I have a more mature skin, but she loves the creams. I love the powders.
Which, a lot of people ask, they're like, well, how does it not, transfer? It does. You just don't touch your face. But I love looking refreshed and glowy and...
And I find that with my base. Like, whether it's a tinted moisturizer that's illuminating or a foundation. But I feel like, I guess my take on that is that the powder shadows are more blendable, and I definitely go matte because I have a more mature skin. And the same with the cheek. Like, you can layer it. You can go as dark as you want. You can go as soft as you want. So I'm a powder girl.
I don't know why. I think, with the creams, I have always been somebody to experiment with makeup, and I've tried so many different things over the years. Like, I remember all the time when I was, God knows how old, we were going out with our family friends who live in Avon from Hilton Head, and going out to dinner with them, and I popped on a red lip.
I remember this.
And I was
like... How old were you? Not very.
God, I couldn't have been older than...
14, 16?
Couldn't have been 16. I didn't have my license. I think I was still in grade school at that time. I don't think I was
people
in high
are going to
school.
think, why did you let your daughter wear makeup?
No. It was a hand-me-down. Like, Mom used to work for a Lancome counter, and she had all of this makeup, and she gave it to me to play with. And it was not crazy. Like, I never had foundation. I never had actual eyeshadow. I had blush and lipstick. But I loved wearing lipstick.
Which I just think is...
Well, it's fine.
Terrific, yes.
It's perfect.
You weren't wearing it to school.
No, never. And I was wearing it being like, I just love this. It's like I was putting on a necklace for the evening. But I remember putting it on and just being like, oh my God, this is the moment. But with that, I've always been very, not worried about other people's perception of me with makeup. So I've tried crazy eyeliners and different colors and foundations, and I've finally kind of found what works for me. But I love I find that the cream stuff is very easy. Like, my makeup routine is 5 minutes. I take my cream eyeshadow from Merit, which slowly my entire routine is becoming Merit for the most part. And you literally put it on your finger, and then you dab it on your eye, and then you're done.
Yeah, I don't think
that's all I can do.
Mine's not labor intensive either.
Yeah.
I just really do not like to. I love to look great, but I don't like to spend a lot of time.
Same.
I'd rather be doing pretty much anything else.
Yeah. I need it to be fast, or else I'm probably not going to do it.
Also, it's just, there's something, it's kind of like, my daughter Emma has realized this. When we go on we spend around a month at the beach every year. And when we go there, we just bring the basics. Things for going out to a nice dinner, bathing suits, PJs, loungewear, because we're literally most days going from bathing suits to PJs.
Yeah.
But the point is that there's something that clears up the headspace when you don't have a million things to choose from. So that said, seasonal makeup, I have a couple, maybe 2-3 lipsticks for fall. Christmas, holidays is different. It's more vibrant, more exciting, more holiday.
Yeah.
But the point is, whether it's lipstick or fashion, I like to go into my closet and it's your favorite t-shirts, your favorite jeans, your favorite blazers, your favorite jackets. It's just kind of there. And then you just reach.
Well, and I think that's what, knowing that about Mom and seeing how well it works. And there have been instances in my life where I've been forced to have a small wardrobe, moving to New York, living out of a suitcase, whatever. And I've recognized that it makes your life so easy. Naturally, I like to have a lot of, a base wardrobe as well as a lot of statement pieces. So I will never be as minimal just by way of who I am. However, I think with seeing how Mom's has just really affected her style and what she likes and what works on her, people my age, if you are younger, older, around, you kind of, we're getting to that period where you're understanding what you like and understanding what works on you. And now
that's your original points, yeah.
Exactly. Now I'm wanting to have, a capsule wardrobe where it's like all of my favorite things, all the things I like.
You feel good in everything you have.
Exactly. And it's like, okay,
and you don't mind wearing it on repeat.
No,
because you feel good in it
it's fine.
every single time.
Yeah.
And you know it looks good, and you know it's right, and you know it's flattering.
Well, that's the biggest thing right now. I'll reach in my closet
good,
and just
whatever.
be like, what you say?
Nothing, I'm talking to myself. I do that now and then.
I was gonna say,
It's
I reach in my closet now, and it's like the reason it's been taking me so long to like pull something together is like I don't really know how it looks on me because I don't know the last time I wore it, or like it's a gamble, and I'm like, I don't know. But long and short of this tangent is that fall fashion.
And it was a tangent.
It was. It's gonna be. That's what this. I mean, that's what you're signing on for with podcasts. Hopefully, you're doing something productive while you listen to us just yap. But yeah, I mean, fall fashion is, like we say, like, our fashion sense is fall to a T.
Oh,
and
yeah.
winter, like, fall because it's not like you're wearing a giant coat and that takes away from the
cover
outfit.
it all up. Yeah, fall is when you can go out in your favorite blazer and you don't need to put a big coat over it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Or your favorite sweater or whatever. Like, my obsession this year, I have a fabulous vintage denim jacket that I've had for years.
Which one is it?
The Ralph Lauren one that Dad and I got in Chicago, I think.
Is that the one you were linking for our Gilmore Girls? Do you own that?
No, I don't think it's like you can get it.
Anymore.
But
okay.
The point is, I've been dying for a leather blazer, and then I was like, well, should I get it? Because pretty soon, that's just not something, it's going to be pretty bulky under a coat.
Yeah.
But it's just that thing. If you're walking down the streets of New York City, and I just want that black leather blazer.
I hear that.
That's my thing this year.
Well, you got me one, and I remembered I had it, Reformation one, so many years ago.
Oh, I remember that.
And I have that, and then I have the short leather jacket from Madewell from ages ago as well. But it's like pieces like that. Like if you got that amazing suede.
But that's back to fall. Yeah. Like those are the pieces that just really stand on their own when you don't have to put
I think
things over them.
Our secret is definitely in the fall. You have a great light jacket, blazer, just a layer on top of what you're already wearing.
And for casual, just a vintage denim jacket that's broken in.
And I love my shoes to do the talking often. Like it'll either be the coat or the shoes.
This is a good question. How do you start your outfit?
Oh God!
Do you start with the shoes?
It really does depend. I always go off of how I'm feeling, like mentally, bodily, to be like, okay, well, what do I want to wear? Like, because I am a pants person through and through. I love a pair of pants. I'm also not like a shorts in any way. Short skirt, short dress, shorts, whatever. Not me. So I'm like, okay, do I want to wear a dress or do I want to wear pants? And I think it normally starts with that. Because then once I determine that, then I think I go to shoes next. And I'm like, because my shoes are often the statement, because I have so many great shoes. And then I think the top is a bit of an afterthought. But the jacket is what seals the deal. Because the jacket, I also have some great capsule options. So there's something that would fit with any look. But I think it goes off of what I'm feeling. Excuse me.
She's good. She's got it.
Yeah, we've got a bit of an audience here. She has gotten very used to being an only child. And she is very considered. Okay. Yeah, I think that's for me. Do you feel like you're normally... I mean, I feel like the top, unless it's a great sweater that I'm really looking to wear, that could be the piece I start with. But I think it just depends on how I'm feeling. And the weather, obviously.
Well, a lot of time for me, it's shoes or it's just a vibe I'm going for, Mm-hmm. And then it's just...
So you're like picturing a whole outfit in a way?
How I want to feel that day.
I like that. Yeah. Yeah. Like,
and
I think me too, in a way.
Yeah, this in-between time is tough.
I've
It's
spoken
like you
about
don't
this
want to
all the
look
time.
too summery. It's the middle of August.
But,
Like we're
what do
having
you
this
wear?
cool weather, but then, the day could turn out to be 81 or something. And, it's
Yeah.
about layers. But
Well, and that's why I think during the summer months I'm meant to just live on a beach perpetually
I know,
because
same.
I cannot, like, I feel so underdressed constantly unless you're wearing like a cute dress or
Well,
something.
yeah, I
but
think
like,
in the summer, a lot of times you're just going for
what's the
what's
coolest option?
practical. Yeah, but
It's not really a fashion
depending on,
choice.
unless you're at the beach, then you can just do these great beachy or East Coast or whatever the case may be.
Totally. Which that day will come when we talk to you about summer things. Okay, so let's lean into. We pretty much tackled all of that. So in the future, we're going to be a little bit more structured, but
for sure.
as of right now, we're just figuring it out.
We want you to get to know us.
Yeah, it's just we're having an opener, and this, as you can tell with the mic issues and also the lack of a structure here, we're getting used to what we're doing over here.
We'll get better.
We'll get better, of course. So I think let's just jump into kind of talking about what we're in the theme of a Gilmore Girls fall, a Meg Ryan fall. What is a Kim Tess fall? Like, what are the highlights of what we would suggest to all of you? So what to lean into for the next month. We have certain rituals that we love. We love going to restaurants that have outdoor dining around this time because I believe that outdoor dining is at its best in the fall. So we definitely have our favorite spots. I mean, it's cool. It's got a little bit of heat to it. It's got just the vibes are right.
It is fun to don like a light jacket.
It's better than the heat of summer.
Yeah.
It's like this and like the
you're,
beginning of summer, I think, is the best.
At the side of the water on a
Yes,
patio
of
or
course,
something, porch.
But I think like we look for like outdoor dining, like having a bit of like happy hour like we're doing now. I think we're excited to check the farmers market for like what's in season this time.
Movie nights by the fire.
Movie nights by the fire for sure.
Definitely switching into lighter comfort food, I would say.
Totally.
Last night we did gnocchi with brown butter and mushrooms and
which we have that on our website.
Super good. Sage out of our garden.
Butter. Yeah.
So that's really like a perfect fall trip. It's very fall.
It feels
flavorful,
fall, but it's
aromatic,
not
but it's
heavy, cozy.
It's not beef stew.
Yeah, no. And I think also, what was I gonna say? Farmers market, making stuff at home. Like gentle, entertaining. Obviously, like we said, we have my like birthday / housewarming upcoming, which is gonna be our entertaining for this early fall period. But I would say like any sort of wine and cheese night, close friends and family, something like a small group, a little bit more intimate, but I don't know, like opening your home because fall is a time of endings and beginnings.
Yeah, we were just working on a Meg Ryan fall, and like I'm envisioning a potluck, where you're bringing your favorite. We did a fun fall thing at one point where everybody brought their favorite version of chili. And so we had like everybody had chili.
Yeah.
And that was just so much fun and just so easy.
I love chili. We should do that again.
Also a light lift.
Oh, yeah.
Light lift, but just fun.
No, I mean, it's something like that. Like, just a way to kind of like, because I know it's really easy in these months that I like to redeem the indoor months to kind of be a bit like hermit style. I know all of us like, you stick to your routines, but it's fun to kind of open your house up and be like, new season. Here's what we're doing. Here's what we're serving. It's fun. It's good.
Yeah. And my favorite thing about this time of year is having the windows open. I'm not an air conditioning girl.
No, as we speak,
and
every one of my
the breezes, you can hear the crickets, you can smell like the lawns, fresh cut lawn. It's just
an easy way to get invested in the time of year and
you have to enjoy it while you can before you are trapped inside because here in the Midwest. It happens when it happens, and it's a long stretch.
Yeah, so it's now that we're kind of airing things out, and
and the cool mornings and evenings.
Oh yeah,
such a gift.
No, we have
and the warm days. So you just go through your day. You're not wearing layers, but at night it's time to get cozy, and in the morning, our coffee and the windows open. It's perfect.
And seasonal coffees. Dunkin' just dropped their pumpkin spice, and I know Starbucks is not far behind, although I think I lean a little bit more of a Dunkin' gal, but we'll see. But that is going to be a big thing that I'm excited to dive into, and then eventually getting our pumpkins, which is a whole ordeal.
That's a thing.
But you know, whether you get them from your grocery store or from an actual farm, depending on where
And
you
last
are.
year in New York, we got it from Whole Foods.
Yeah, I mean, it's just part of doing it. You know,
It's a
you
ritual.
get the pumpkin and you call it a day. It doesn't really matter how it happens, but I definitely believe in having one. So I think that's kind of largely what we're looking forward to, and I think we've listed a million different kind of like easy of the moment ways to lean into fall, as you can tell, and you've seen in our content.
Well, I was
We've
wondering
done it a
if
lot.
I still have people living at home that are not my husband and myself, my children. And
It's not like grifters.
does anybody notice? Does anybody notice Mom switched out the pillows or the rugs or the throws or the candles or
You're like, just
the
me?
placemats?
All right.
Well,
Okay.
even if you didn't, I love it.
It happened. Well, that's the thing too. Like, you know, I think it's whether it's spring, summer, fall, winter, no matter what time of year it is, micro season, macro season. You know, it is it's really conversation about celebrating like the little joys and the little moments. And it really makes life special and exciting. And it, you know, a year can seem like a long time, but if you have all of these little kind of benchmarks that you're looking forward to, then
Touch points, yeah.
yeah, it makes every day feel all the more like a celebration. So I think that's kind of what this podcast is meant to.
Well, and that's what
Enhance.
Moments was created around.
Exactly. Making the most of every day, elevating every moment, and hopefully through this experience of sitting with us for God knows how long, I really have no idea how long we've been talking for, you can get a sense of this. But thank you for being with us. We will see you next time. We have
I'm
really
so
enjoyed
excited.
this.
We have so much to tell you.
I know, and this next one will be spooky season, and from then on, Thanksgiving, Christmas, you get the gist. But you will be seeing more of us, and hopefully this hit the right notes. Let us know in the comments kind of what you're feeling, thinking, hoping we'll talk about next time, and if you have questions for us, feel free to leave them there, and we'll be sure to answer them. But as of right now, we're hoping you love the podcast.
Oh, and you could tell us how we could do this better.
Yes, if there are ways you think we could do it better. I think the first point, which I'll beat you to it, is my mic being on for the first half. So I know that, so no need to remind us of that. But yeah, we're excited. We're looking forward to it. And
Happy fall.
Happy fall. We'll see you next time.
Next time.
Bye.
Oh, do we have a closing line?
I say until next time, and you say see you when the mood strikes.
See you when the mood strikes.
Until next time. That's it.
That was fun.
I liked that.